Life is a winding road, no telling.
Hey guys, it's Heather Bunker, and I educate, inspire, and hopefully encourage you guys to grow your business bigger and stronger than ever. I don't want your business to be an I found it on Etsy brand. I want you to be different, unique, and simply just desirable because you have everything and all of your ducks in a row, and that makes your business stand out in the marketplace. Because the marketplace is so crowded. It makes me so sad when there are a million crocheters selling the same darn baby hats, or a million furniture designers that are creating the same chalkboards or cutting boards. They all look the same. What makes your business different? You have to have a differentiator. I wanted to teach you today about how to stand out in a crowded marketplace and make yourself different. You have to differentiate your business. Super important. I can't express how important this is. Like, I can give you an example. I love chocolate sometimes. I really love chocolate with almonds and salt, like sea salt. It's so good. It's my favorite. Anyway, so if you were to take a candy bar and put it on the table, and you were to take like a really nicely packaged candy bar, it's really pretty and done nicely. It's just a candy bar on the table and a packaged candy bar. Well, which one would you choose? I mean, I think it depends on where you were at, if you were at like a fancy place in the first place, but I would always choose the one on the packaged one because it's saying to you that, one, it's safe because it's not touched anything that's gross or dirty, and two, it's pretty. Who doesn't love to pick up something that's pretty? I mean, packaging is like super important, but that's another topic in itself. But you're differentiating yourself from that, just the chocolate that's sitting on the table, right? So that's what you need to do for your customers. You need to make it easy for them to choose you. And that's the whole point of having a differentiated business. So creating a unique selling proposition is so important for you. And I want you to understand how important it is to find something that makes you different. For example, some examples might be, are you a jeweler that uses only fine metals and amazing jewels? Oh, how do you say that? I don't even know. But anyway, if you're a furniture designer that doesn't use any hardware, that you only use joinery and it's epic, that's great. Perhaps maybe you're a furniture designer that creates things for small independent restaurants. Maybe that's another differentiator. Maybe that's your target market, making people stay in seats longer. I don't know. A sewing company that uses industrial scraps, or a maker who takes found objects and turns it into, I have no idea. I'm just trying to come up with these ideas out of my head. But think about your product and what sets you apart as a business. And if you cannot come up with an idea of a unique selling proposition, then it's time to invent one. For example, maybe you're a jewelry designer that's creating these like one-off these pieces of jewelry that are just pretty trendy right now. They're in style. It's time for you to think about maybe creating a line of jewelry that's going to be completely unique to you. A way for somebody to see that piece of jewelry, or to see a shirt or a logo or some kind of branding that's going to make him different and say, oh my gosh, is that a Heather Bunker Branding Co. t-shirt? Is that a Heather Bunker Branding Co. notebook? I want you to research your industry to understand your competition. One, I want you to ask your customers. I want you to, at art shows, reach out to them and ask them, say, hey, why would you choose me over somebody else? And they'll be eager to answer you. You'd be surprised if you just ask the question, how easy it would be for people to tell you. I think it's super important for you to be real with your customers and ask them, what makes me different? Why'd you choose me over so-and-so? Another way you can get some ideas about what your USP might be is to have a brainstorming session. Invite your friends and family over. Invite some customers over, have a big barbecue, and then at the end just say, hey, I have some quick questions I wanted to ask, and see what you guys think about my products, and then maybe offer some kind of an incentive for them to become sharers. Maybe they're like influencers. Maybe they become somebody who, I don't know. Anyway, but that's always a good idea. I like that personal relationship. So for me, that would be easy to have a big barbecue or a summer pool party and ask the questions. If you don't have a unique proposition, you need to invent one. Come up with something that makes you different. It could be a number of things. I think there's actually 6 differentiators that you can use. And those 6 differentiators that you need to think about when coming up with or inventing a new unique selling proposition. I'm just going to call it a USP. A USP for your business is a product. So is your product different specifically? Is there something that's in your product that's completely unique or different? Maybe it's a textile that's different, or material that's different, or maybe it's your process that's different. Maybe you don't use any power tools when you're making. Michael Brown chairmaker, he doesn't use any power tools. He crafts his chairs to fit each person, perfectly fit to your body, which is just so cool. And he doesn't use any power tools. How awesome! What makes your product different? Is it a service? Maybe, for example, my differentiator is I love customer service and having relationships with my clients. I want them to feel comfortable telling me the details of their business that they might not share with other people because I can help then. Like, that's what I love to do. And I want to help walk people through the whole process. And that's my differentiator. Service. Well, that and quality design, of course. So service is another way you can differentiate yourself. Distribution. So where are you selling your products? Are you selling them wholesale, which, yeah, anyway, maybe you're selling them wholesale. Maybe you have some boutique stores that you sell them in, and you can train those boutique store owners on how to best sell your products. Maybe you're selling at art shows. Maybe you're selling online, e-commerce, or there are so many different ways that you can do that, but distribution could be key. Maybe you specifically sell your products in home. Not like a sinking multi-tiered level thing, but in your home, you invite people, and maybe you encourage make other moms, give them a percentage of the profit if you're a local business. I don't know. There are so many different ways that you can come up with a different way of distributing your product that sets you apart. My daughter, for example, came up with the idea the other day to sell ice cream out of a mobile wagon. Like, genius. I love it. Who wouldn't buy from a 6-year-old in a mobile little wagon? I love it. So think about distributions and relationships. That's my thing too. I said that before, but service and relationships. Maybe there's a different way that you go about selling your product. Maybe you have a guarantee that would go along with your product. Maybe if your customer's not happy with it, that they can return it, or there's some kind of a guarantee. Image and reputation, your visual identity is one easy way to make yourself stand out from the competition, having a unique identity. That's not just saying your logo needs to be unique, but everything needs to be unique. The way that you talk, the way that your website looks and functions, the packaging that you're sending out to clients. Maybe you send out a cute note. It's a handwritten note with your products. Maybe there's a unique way that you can use some of the materials that you use and package your products. There's so many different ways that you can use that as a differentiator, and you can talk about it. Make sure you talk about those things too. And price is also a differentiator. Depending on how much you charge for your products, that's going to set you apart from your competition as well. If you don't charge enough, pricing strategy is a whole other thought, but maybe think about pricing as a differentiator from your customers. Maybe they're charging more for their product, but they don't quite have a better product. Maybe it's time for you to raise your prices and then use that as part of your. I don't know. Pricing is different. I need to do a video about pricing strategy. Good idea. What makes you a good business owner? Is it the way that you talk with your customers? Is it the way that you make your product? Maybe it's all, I don't know, local or made in the USA, or who knows. There's a lot of things, but evaluate what makes you good as a business owner, and you might come up with a really good, unique USP. Just keep innovating. Let's just say you can't come up with any ideas on what makes you different. Maybe it's time to change your product. There are a million people who are crocheting baby hats, but why is your product going to be better than anybody else? Maybe it's time to redesign your product. Simple as that. Think about some ways that you can make it truly unique and truly different. One of the ways that I tell people to do this is to take two things that they care about, or like to do, or enjoy, or get lost doing for hours and hours and hours. For me, I love to garden, right? And I love to do printmaking. So maybe I come up with a line of garden themed prints. I have no idea. But there's a way that you can create the things that you love to truly make your product unique. Don't be afraid to interact with your customers and ask them what they would like to see, what their pain points are. That's the key. Like, understand what their pain points are, then you can sell it to them easier. You don't even have to sell. You just tell them, hey, I'm going to solve this problem, and they're going to be like, oh, sweet, I want one. Borrow an idea from another industry. So let's just say you're in the furniture realm. So maybe you take an idea from the advertising industry, and you take your furniture idea and your know-how for advertising, and you start crafting custom, I don't know, benches or unique billboard, or I have no idea. There's so many things that you can do. Just gotta be creative and unique, and you guys are so good at that. So just think about ways you can take different industries, maybe make a list of different industries. Maybe I should have started there. But a list of different industries, and you think about how you might be able to combine your product with that. Think about different ways that you can use technology or a different tool that might make your products different. Maybe it's time to invest in a tool that will help you grow and be more efficient. That's another way that you can differentiate and increase your profits anyways. But I don't know if you've ever heard of Warren Buffett. Of course, I love me some Warren Buffett. But he speaks about building a moat. And when you think about a moat, you know, like a castle, I'm going to draw a picture when I do this, but a castle with a moat around it, and, you know, some pretty like pillars and gargoyles, and who knows what else would be in this castle, but this moat is what's protecting the castle, right? So when you think about building a moat around your business, it means that you're going to make it so that your competitors, there's no way that they can copy your castle. There's no way they can get to your castle, right? Because you've created this moat, and you've created something so unique and so different that they can't touch you, basically. Yes, Emmeline.
I thought you were done already.
No, you can hear me talking. That means I'm not done yet. Chocolate face. Did you get another cookie? Are you sure about that?
I was eating my sandwich.
Oh, your
Sandwich.
Your sandwich or sandwich?
Sandwich.
Oh, sandwich.
That's how you say it in Spanish.
Oh, is that how you say it in Spanish?
Sandwich.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you say eating?
Comida.
Comida. So, comida sandwich, or is there something else?
Comida sandwich.
Comida sandwich. Okay.
Mom?
I'm busy. What? Did you eat your strawberries too? Okay, well.
Can I have this?
Where did those come from?
Dad got them. He was going to get. How about?
No! I'm gonna tell you N-O one more time. Go outside and play until I'm finished. Oh, it makes me so mad sometimes. They don't listen. Anyways, Warren Buffett said to build a moat. So build a moat around your business that's so amazing and so awesome that no other competition or the competitors can't touch you. It's the whole goal, right? This is to become a leader in your marketplace. If you think about that, I think small businesses don't really think about what it means, what it's going to look like 5 years from now. Like, start thinking about it. Start doing that, because it's going to make it easier for you to sell your product now and later. So please do it. Start thinking about differentiating your business and what makes your product unique. And if I were to come up to you at an art show and say, what makes your product unique? I want you to be able to answer. Tell me. If you can tell me, maybe I'll start carrying cookies in my pocket. I'm going to bring you a treat. They say, hey, what makes your product unique? And if you can tell me, I'm going to give you a treat. Anyway, I want to know what makes you better and makes you unique, because that's going to make your business so much more profitable and better and bigger, and you're actually going to be excited about it. It's easier to sell when you're excited about it too. So, good strategy. It makes it hard or really, really difficult for your competition to copy you, and that's the whole goal. To stand out in the marketplace, to make you untouchable by your competitors, and really help your business to really thrive and grow. That's my goal for you, and I really want to see it. So if you wouldn't mind sharing with me in the comments what makes your business different, what makes your USP so amazing, please don't be afraid to share. I want to hear about it down in the comments. And please subscribe and share my videos. This is the second one. This is taking like, it's so hard. I have 3 subscribers. And you know what? I just keep thinking, I'm just going to keep talking and sharing my heart and seeing how it goes. But, I wanted to share one more thing. This past week has been really busy. I did the workshop thing with Windblown Jewelry and Triangle Pop-Up here in Raleigh. And that was so much fun to find out what were some of the pain points. I met some amazing makers, and I have a really big idea that I can't share quite yet. I'm going to set a date before I share it with you guys, this big cool thing. And I need to do a little bit of research before I share it. But this cool idea that is coming up, I'm hoping that you guys will love it too. And I also went to the Thrive AIGA, we have a yearly conference, and it was so awesome. It was so funny because I had to bring Cora with me because I didn't have a choice. She's breastfed, and my husband's not going to take a breastfed baby for a whole day. Yeah, he was like, you're crazy. You're going to either stay home or don't, or take her with. So I took her with me, and I didn't let that bother me. At first, I was like, I didn't even think about it. I was like, it's my only option, so I'm going to take her and go. And there were like 200 people there at least. And Cora and I were the only mom and baby there, which is so funny, because who takes a baby to a business thing? But they say their thing is everyone's invited, so I figured Cora's a baby, she's invited too, and she was the best baby ever. So quiet, and she talked a little bit, her little baby cues and stuff like that, but she didn't cry at all, really. She was amazing. So I'm thankful I didn't listen to my inner critic and say nobody wants to see a baby at a conference. I took her with me, which was fun. I think she's just a wonderful little helper, and I thought I would introduce her too because she just woke up from her nap. The life of a mom and entrepreneur, right? So, but thanks for watching. Again, my name is Heather Bunker with Heather Bunker Brand & Co. And I want to help you thrive and become a business and brand that's stronger and bigger than ever.
I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.
Come on, Cora. Can you sing it? Yeah.
The sky is falling down.
Ooh, yes, there's mommy over there. There's mommy over there too. She said it. Believe it.
Even if the sky is falling down.